The Banking Institute several years ago was the first university in Russia to approach the CFA Institute to become a partner of the Institute. We have done this with a select number of universities in each country around the world, and that means that the material that is used in the Master Finance course integrates the material from the CFA course. It's not identical, but it's well integrated, and it has to be, I think it's 80%, sort of 75% overlapping. That means that a lot of the material will cover all of the subjects that are required in the CFA exams. It is not a prep course for CFA. It is a Master Finance in its own, and it goes much farther than the material just for the first level of CFA. If you're interested in doing CFA, which I think is a good thing, you should do that, as well as a Master Finance, because a degree from a university is quite different. I have been teaching with the Banking Institute for a couple of years. I find that the students are interested in finance. We have some decent discussions, and I can bring to this both the international experience, having been a bank analyst many years ago in Canada, having been here and worked with a number of banks here for 10 years with Вице-президент, with Provincials, with VTB, and a couple of investment banks in between. The CFA Association here strongly supports the Bankers Institute. I don't know if you noticed as you came in, we planted last summer an alley of apple trees, celebrating 10 years of CFA here, and celebrating also our strong association with the Banking Institute. The courses are different. The Master in Finance is a good, solid degree which gives you a good comprehensive overview of finance. It is strongly oriented towards international experience as well as experience here in Russia. The course material is not based in the United States, it's based on global finance. So I think if that's what you're interested in, it's a very good degree and something worthwhile. Anything else I should say? Is that enough? Any questions?
Why CFA itself is important?
CFA,
what is CFA?
CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, as a professional designation, is a single set of exams given around the world on the same day. In the past year, there have been about 2,000 people in Russia writing these exams. As I said, 90 successfully completed last June out of the third level. A lot of people stop after trying and not doing well in level one. To do the exam requires a good deal of fluency in English, because it's a long multiple choice exam. You have to read the questions, the answers, understand them, and then so great respect for anyone whose native language is not English, who has the ability to read and understand the questions, the 4 alternative answers, and which one is right. For me, reading the questions wasn't a problem. It was just, the knowledge. But then I did mine in the mid-70s. The finance was a little different. There were no derivatives, and so that whole section was not there. There was a section, and there is a section every year on ethics in each exam. The ethics were the same, but the questions were a bit simpler then. We hadn't had WorldCom and Enron and MMM and various financial crises. CFA will give you a portable recognition of your expertise in finance. If you are, fortunately find yourself in London applying to a job in a major investment bank, and you say, I have a great degree from the Higher School of Economics, with all due respect, they may say, what's the Higher School of Economics? If you say, I have a great degree from the Higher School of Economics and a CFA, they'll say, you can speak finance fluently. And it's a global sort of verification of your capabilities. As I said when I did it now almost 40 years ago, it has been very useful to me at various times in my career, not continually, because I haven't always been involved in the finance function, but I've found that my career path from Canadian banks, investment banks, international banks has sort of brought me back to that, and so it's a very good thing that is appropriate for you if you're looking at a long career in finance.